King José I, Joseph I. And José I was indeed an important king during the second half of the 18th century. But my dear friends, let me tell you that the man on the top of the column, the Marquis of Pombal, was even more important, because he was the man that reorganized the country and rebuilt the country, and specifically the city of Lisbon, after a moment in our history that we can never forget. The city of Lisbon, on the 1st of November of 1755, had an 8.9 Richter scale earthquake, which means that a good part of the historical city was destroyed by that earthquake and by the tsunami that followed, and so a good part of the city had to be rebuilt. So the Marquis of Pombal was the man responsible to take care of that feat that was, in some years, work about the reconstruction of the city, but at the same time to prepare the city that was a medieval one into a modern city. So it transformed not just the city, but the life of the city of Lisbon. So for us, he's quite a statesman and an important man, the Marquis of Pombal. And now, my dear friends, we are taking one of these long avenues that takes us in direction of the historical center of Belém, which is not in fact in the city of Lisbon, but outside of the city, close to the west of the city. It's not far, of course. Today it is almost inside the city, but let me tell you that in the you see the wrought iron balconies, and you see the decoration. That's quite characteristic from the city of Lisbon as well. And of course, later on in the 80s and 90s, a lot of construction was done. But let me tell that, for instance, in 1904, on your left-hand side, you see a door, an entrance door here on the left-hand side that gives us the Phoenicians, the Greeks, and the Carthaginians that settled here, and the Romans, of course, people that I know really well. As you know, I'm Mark Antony, so I know Romans quite well. And in fact, Julius Caesar came to the city of Lisbon, and he named the city of Lisbon of Felicitas Iuliu Olisipu, meaning Olisipu, the happiness of Julio. What a man with a great ego, let me tell you. But Julius Caesar indeed was an important man. He realized that the city of Lisbon, or the city of Olisipu, as it was known at the time, was an important place for the Roman Empire. So it gave the city a status that was quite uncommon. It depended directly from the Senate of Rome, which was something really important. So, my dear friends, here in Alcântara, where we are now, and in front of us we have this amazing bridge. This is the 25th of April bridge, and it is a bridge that connects the north bank with the south bank of the River Tagus. And on the other side we have Almada, the other city, that is the city of Almada. And of course it is an amazing bridge. It was built in 1966 with American steel and by an American company. And indeed the place where the government has its own spot, so to say. We have 240 deputies that represent the Portuguese, and you see that we have the guard of honor right over there. Those two officers belong to the Republican Guard, and of course this is the building in which the rules and the laws in our country is done. So the government has its cabinet right over here. Important is to know that our country, we have, so as I told you, from 4 years we have elections to elect the representatives of the people, and of course these 240 representatives take place in the parliament. But the president of the republic, it is a 5-year term, and we have now Marcelo Rebelo de Sousa as the president of our republic, and it is on his second term, and according to the Portuguese law he cannot do a third term. So it's a pity, let me tell you, because the Portuguese really are really enjoy and love Marcelo Rebelo de Sousa, as it is an amazing with the power of
游行了，就是说呢，下午的大半天，我们可以的话呢自由安排。这是里斯本山顶的一个纪念碑，从这边呢可以瞭望山下的整个城市的美景。游完了这个景点以后呢，我们自己呢就去这个广场。这边呢重启了一个海旋门，另外呢还建立了很多葡萄牙的历史人物的纪念雕像，在广场的中间。在广场的右边，我们可以看到很多的这个餐馆，都是露天的餐馆。接下来呢，我们就登上了这条游艇。这叫 Blue Cruise。那你们有机会呢去里斯本可以找这条游船，而且挺便宜的，服务也挺周到。这条就是观景游船。去呢还有一个那个叫贝伦区。贝伦区呢就是我们早上去过一个里斯本的一个主要景点。在船上水上巴士。那我们就觉得呢，这个是挺值的，也就是那个航海纪念碑，这是里斯本很有名的一个纪念碑。这是呢里斯本的一个地标建筑。这个游艇呢，在我们走了1个多小时，然后呢，回到了原来的出发点。结束。那下面呢，我们再继续下一集的杜罗河轮游。